Alright, what's up y'all, it's LakerFan here. In today's video, as you can see by the title, what we got for you, it's a crazy comeback. Now I want to tell you guys in this video, there's going to be a couple things that I show you like IQ wise, and just a couple sets that we've never ran before that we felt like we needed to pull out because we were down by so much. And then a couple of the things I just want to talk about is just to stick to your guns when you're down. Honestly, a lot of people think that you need to do what we did and get away from what you're used to. Now, as you can see, crazy record matchup right here. We're 381 and 52. They're 201 and 20. So pretty similar win percentages. I believe theirs is definitely better than ours. But anyway, you see they got a 87 glass lock. They got a perimeter lockdown, and then a playmaking shot creator at the 1. Dude's a SS2. Hey, bro, their squad was super cold. Like, I'm gonna give it to them. Now we won the game before this, right? Now was same thing as the WR like matchup that I was gonna show you guys. The whole bro, we played these dudes that were like 33 and 3. We played them 5 times in a row, and I was gonna just bring as many games as possible to the like channel, but I realized that wasn't realistic, so I didn't want to show the one game that we did win right here. I wanted to make a good point out of this game and just kind of show you guys something I haven't all year, where sometimes you got to pull out the stops and completely change the way that you play your offense, because it's just not manageable. Now, you see right here, we had dope maybe. Now, one thing never do right here, I'm gonna rewind this and explain this to you guys. Never ever, I be telling you guys how the fake pass is cheese, right? But never dribble into it and then do it. Now, this is like such a dangerous thing to do here, because I picked up my dribble. Now, because the big man steps up, normally what I would do is cut through the middle on my own. It's like a slip on a screen, but like with the ball in your hand, because doing the fake pass gets the guard stuck on me. But now the big man, now against high IQ people, this is such a bad thing to do, because big man knows that, and then boom, he gets up on that. Now luckily we get the ball back, but I just wanted to kind of emphasize that, just a small little thing to keep in mind for you guys. Now, here's an interesting thing they did. Now, this is a nice pre-switch right here, which is what I'm sorry to keep rewinding so much, but I'm gonna explain to you guys what me and Kitchen call this. So these guys like to switch everything on these picks, and you're gonna see it was to their downfall eventually. But anyway, what we like to do is run it back and run a slip, so that, because obviously they're gonna want to switch the matchup if we give them the opportunity to. We probably just started it from the wing too much. Usually we do it up top, and this right here makes it an easy angle. But that's what we like to call a pre-switch, where the big drops back before anybody's even guarding Kitchen. And generally, if we get hit by that once, we try to have Kitchen shoot through the pre-switch, basically, which is like shoot in anticipation that the big man is going to leave you early, basically, and just know there's not gonna be anybody on you. But anyway, as you can see, dude green's the corner 3. It's 6-2. This right here in a 3v3 competitive park game is already kind of bad. Now, Kitchen was trying to pass to me right there. Now we're like confused on as far as like who's guarding who. Big mistakes. Like we're just really reeling at this point. And like I said, we just schooled these dudes, and they were messaging us after the game talking about how trash we were. I was like, I was out here talking about like, oh bro, but they won't want to match up with us again. Like they're talking all this ish, but like they won't want to match up again. Little do I know, we match up again, and we were getting it handed to us in the beginning of this game. Now, as you can see, they're gonna switch this matchup right here. Now, I'll keep all this stuff in mind. I'm talking, keep in mind how much they switch that big man onto Kitchen. Keep in mind how much they try to switch off the inbounds. All this stuff comes back to haunt them, and I want to explain to you guys. And like I said, I know a big thing as far as my gameplays go, I love to like preach the IQ stuff. Right here, bro, I just have a problem lately, and it was mostly just in this game and like this session that I was playing, but I think I was just hedging too high, and my player would like get these bump animations where I couldn't leave after I hedged. Like my plan, and you see Kitchen gets the open 3 but misses this one. My plan was just to bump the guard and then drop back to the big, but for the most part in these games I wasn't able to do it. So right here I try to make sure I don't bump him, but because, and I want to go back on this, I try to make sure I don't bump him because I was kind of frustrated with the game that I couldn't like recover off of the bump because it just forced me onto him. So right here, normally what I'll do is, on hedge defense, I want to explain this to you guys. On hedge defense, I literally like try to hit stick them basically, and I'm talking, I don't go for any reachings or anything. I just sprint straight into them. Then once I make the contact, generally what that does is it scares them out of doing anything with the ball, and they're like, yo, this dude, and they see the guard recovering back to the guard, and they're like, yo, this dude really is not like recover into the paint. Meanwhile, I mean, my build has insane speed on that recovery, so as long as I don't get stuck in those like automatic bump animations, then I'm usually good. But anyway, as you can see, because of that, I give up the open three, and boom, now it's 4-13, bro. Now right here, again, this is what I was talking about. Stick to your guns sometimes. I'm so sorry for the people who dislike the rewinding, but I wanna give a lot of insight to this and just keep preaching. This was our game plan right here. Now you can see right here, I was coming back for the slip, and Kitchen was thinking like, yo, we need some threes. I was thinking maybe we just get our twos and like call it good. But you see, Kitchen tries to get the open three. It's a valid opinion to think that we need to force threes at this point. I mean, we're down 4-13, but now that we didn't score right there, I mean, we're talking 4-13. They're about to have the ball back, bro. Like, I mean, it's looking so rough, and honestly, a lot of people probably would have given up at this point. A lot of people, as I didn't even make anything of this video, but this dude who, you know, these dudes went down 11-0 to us, and they were some comp team as well, and they just quit, like straight up quit. And he's one of my little 2K rivals, but like I said, I'm not making the video on that. But anyway, you see the big man gets all these pump fakes, yada yada. The pogo stick failed me. that's very rare. That's a very rare occasion where the pogo stick doesn't like force a miss. And lately I've been working with no intimidator. Now right here, I'm pretty sure dude was even messaging us, talking all that crap, just talking like, I mean, they were up 15-4. I mean, that's like basically a done deal. But again, I want to explain. Now look at this. Now that dude's messaging as well. They're basically just showboating at this point. And you know what? I'm very glad that the outcome of this game ended the way it did, because it's such a great lesson to be learned. And I love when people get humbled. And see, bro, like I don't get how that was such a high shot contest, and then the one where I got the pogo stick jump wasn't. I don't know. I don't understand that. But anyway, I love when people get humbled, because it like, and I'm big on like trying to keep myself humble as well, and just try to not like toot my own horn very often. But I don't know. I just love to see people who like prematurely think they're like just, you know, gonna solidify win, and then boom, completely get screwed over. Now, what the rest of this video obviously is from this point is the comeback. I mean, we were down 4-15. That's insane. Like to be down by that much. But anyway, you see, I'm helping on the drive, then I was helping on the off ball. Luckily, I get the long rebound right there, because I gave it up by trying to help on that off ball, but then the big man already left. Now right here, big man's on Kitchen, so I'm just like, all right, bet, screw it. Like, let's just go for those threes like we were talking. Boom, he makes it. Now, perfect example, bro. I'm talking like sometimes you could just take your twos and just play good defense. Sometimes you got to just trust in your PG to get you into the promised land. Now, anyway, pogo stick at its work again. Again, like I don't know. That one is a whole different story. I mean, I feel bad for dude for missing that, but anyway, look at how willing they are to switch this big man onto Kitchen. Now we were just gonna have Dope get some corner cuts, but they're just making this so easy on us to possibly get easy 3-pointers. Now again, you're gonna see them try to switch. That will, like I said, bro, that will come back to haunt them eventually in this vid. But anyway, again, we get this big man on Kitchen. Boom, he's just piecing him up. You gotta love it, bro. You gotta love it. But unfortunately, he doesn't get the 3-pointer. That was the whole plan of that, because we can get pretty easy twos by the fact of like how they're switching so much on this. And I wish we would have hit a couple slips just to show you guys how easy it would be. But like I said, we were kind of feeding for 3-pointers to get back in the game right here. Now you are going to see eventually, one more time in this game, once we finally get back to our basics, and you know it's almost basically a tie game. That's when we actually do hit that slip, because you know then we're just not like, you know, behind the 8 ball, and it's much more simple to play your own game. I'll put it like this: sometimes you get out of your comfort zone because you're down by a lot, and for the most part, bro, sometimes you gotta just stick to your guns and not get away from like what you're used to, because when you try to go out here and do some like wild stuff, who knows? I mean, one more missed 3 from Kitchen on one of these big man ISOs, and it's probably a whole different entire game. But anyway, dude in the corner was playing super high, so we just go for the easy lob cut right there. Wasn't as easy as I thought it was gonna be, but I don't know. Regardless, you see, I'm still playing this high head defense. Thank goodness Kitchen got a reach in right there. This big man is high IQ. I'll give him that, bro. Like I know a lot of, and maybe I just sell short the big man like kind of community in general. Right here, I feel like I definitely could have recovered, but Dope did feel a little generous with the corner help. I feel like I could have recovered off that pretty easy though, but to be fair, I did just get beat on a slip the play before, so I don't know. A lot of this video is just kind of teaching you guys about my own mistakes, because I know that's a big way of learning too. I mean, you can learn from my mistakes as well. Now right here, we probably could have hit the lob, and again, I mean right here we can easily run the rescreen and slip. Now, big example of like why it's so important to take what they give you sometimes, because you're gonna see we could have got an easy 2 right there. Now right here, boom, they get the switch back, easy as that. We get Kitchen on this big man again. Now again, probably could have had me on a lob, probably could have had me on the roll. Kitchen gets a 3-pointer up, and unfortunately it misses, and they get the ball back. Now, like, bro, again, at this very point, and we're so lucky for a lot of all the things that are happening here. But again, big thing about this video is examples. Now you're gonna see right here, boom, we take R2. I gotta switch to my the second part of the gameplay. We take R2 as it comes right here. You know, big man was playing high on Kitchen, like we probably should have the play before, and Kitchen knows that as well. But I mean, when a game is this close, then we can finally play the way we're supposed to. Take the 2s as they give it to us, and simple as that. Now, when you get down, let's say 20 to, or now let's even just say 19 to 17, like it is right here. Now, right here is where me personally, I'm all for Kitchen trying to force 3s at this point, because if we get a 2, it makes playing defense entirely harder. Like, and you see, perfect situation here. I set a screen, big man has to step up, and fortunately, they're very cooperative with it. Now, you're going to see Kitchen is out here. This was such a huge play. Boom. This is the downside of them 7 3s, man. And I want to rewind this one last time in the video, and just, this will be the final time. Look at how, A, how slow he is on the recovery, and B, how meaningless of a contest you get, even though you're like right there. These bigs that have like 42 perimeter defense, it's a tough job for them to do that. That's why honestly, and it's so weird that this was probably the first time I've ever seen a 7-3 big man so willing to switch on everything. And maybe it's because of how much they were up by. You see right here, I give up the roll again, because at this very point in the game, as you guys saw by the video a couple days ago against those WR guys, when it's 20 to 19, my main concern and my only concern is like stopping the 3-pointer right here. And then I rely on my ability to get a chase down block, maybe a little too much sometimes, but listen, bro, I'm not giving up no 3-pointer right there. That's not happening. We're not losing the game off that stuff, especially when we have these opportunities they've been giving us where they are very willing to switch in these situations. Now, you're going to see right here, and I want to talk about this because, like I said, this is going to come back to bite them super bad. Look at how, you guys know how they've been switching all game. They've been trying to make this switch right here. Well, watch this. Miscommunication. Boom. Big man late contest with no perimeter defense. That's game. That was such a beautiful comeback, bro. And like, even though I had nothing to do with it almost, besides like the occasional defense. And again, I don't know, a lot of people might comment on this video like, why would you post something like this when you scored like 4 points, bro? You had like 3 rebounds. The big man was even with you on the boards. Like, there's much more impact to the game than just the scoreboard. And on top of that, there's much more to winning than just the scoreboard too. I mean, like, I don't have to have the most amazing game to post it, in my opinion, at least. I don't know how some of you guys would react to having your own YouTube channel, but anyway, beautiful game. I'm so proud of like Kitchen for the way he finished that game too, because bro, that took some balls, like to be able to just go straight at that big man's neck and just be like, yo, I'm getting 3-pointers on this dude no matter what. And really what they should have done is probably double team if they really didn't believe in that big man's perimeter defense all that much, and just leave me wide open for 2s. Now, doing that is kind of a bad idea too, because free 2s is free 2s. That's a 100% shot, and you're tripping for doing that. What they probably could have done too is force Dope to shoot from the corner with his playmaking defender. Honestly, probably would have been a good idea as well. But anyway, regardless, learn from the outcome of this game. Try to take all the advice that I gave you as far as like possibly forcing 3-pointers with your guard if they're willing to play that big man so high too. If they switch like that and you need 3-pointers, you can, if you believe in your guard, he can go and get those 3-pointers for you, and you just camp down low and get the boards. If they double team, you got to take the 2. Simple as that. But anyway, hope y'all enjoyed the video. If you did, feel free to drop a like, sub if you're new, all that good stuff. Turn on them noties if you enjoyed as well. Check out some other gameplays too. I know this one wasn't the most, I would say this is a very entertaining gameplay, but I understand if you are more so here for me to be the entertainer rather than Kitchen. But hey man, like I said, I thought it was a very entertaining game. If you enjoyed and you want to check out some other ones where I'm probably more involved in the game, then go ahead and do that. But hey, if you made it to the end of the video, put 99 in the comments just to let me see if you made it to the end. But anyway, that's all for the vid. Like I said, hope y'all enjoyed. If you did, feel free to drop a like, sub if you're new, all that good stuff. Like I've already said a couple times, turn on them noties. Noti game been going crazy. But anyway, on that, take it easy, man. Peace.